What's up, everybody? So today we are back, and I know it's been a minute. So I broke my plasma cutter, and it sucks because I like this thing. It probably doesn't owe me a penny, but I've had it for 5 to 7 years. I don't remember when I bought it, but it's an Eastwood Versa 40, and it's done some work. So here she is. And I was sitting there buzzing through, cutting all the stuff off here, and I got about a good halfway through this corner here, and all of a sudden it popped. Real loud bang. It quit. It tripped the breaker, everything. So I throw the breaker back on. Nothing. No power. Nothing. And I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with this power switch. You can see it's just a little bit darker on that one side. So, and there's like no resistance here. It's very, very light. So we're gonna take it apart and find out what's going on with this. We're gonna start by taking all these hoses and everything off and going from there. Because everything does just connect to the front here. This thing's been super reliable. I've had very, very few issues with this thing at all. So I'm kind of surprised and sad that maybe it's dead. I hope not. So, broken pliers. Oops, if I get my fingers out the view. All right, now it looks like we've got just screws all the way around everything, the whole case, and we'll go from there. Like I said, this thing had a real loud pop. It quit. I tried to fire it up again, and it was just dead. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I got all the screws out all the way around, a whole pile of them. Let's see what's inside of this thing. Ooh, she's a little dirty. All right. I don't see anything majorly jumping out at me. I mean, it's dirty, but it's not. Oh, like I said, that switch. It looks like it's dead there. This thing looks like it could definitely use a good blowout. Well, let's get the voltmeter and check these leads and see what's going on. That one's like welded in there. It's just stuck. There we go. Looks like it definitely got hot. All right, I'm gonna check the voltmeter. Well, I got my ohm meter on it, and it looks like this switch is just dead. No continuity, nothing. So it looks like it's just a simple switch. I might try to steal one off my other welder and go from there, see if that's the problem or not. All right, so I've narrowed it down to this half of the switch. This side works. All right, so this side is, I believe, the main issue. Does not work at all. No continuity whatsoever. So, and that switch is definitely burnt inside. All right, so I got a switch I swiped it out of this guy. This guy's been dead for a minute. I do need to get it fixed. It's nice to have a little 110 sitting around. But yeah, so I grabbed the power switch out of here, threw it in. Oops. I think I'm gonna plug it in and see what happens. And hope it doesn't go boom, because that would suck. All right, ready or not, here we come. Woohoo! It does something. All right. Looks like we're back in business. All right, well, no, not out of the woods yet. Still got to clean it up and blow it out and put all that back in and see if it works. So I'm gonna take the time and clean that out real fast and be back in a minute. All right, well, I have everything connected back up. We're gonna put that in the middle. All the light leads back in. Oh, I do need to connect the air. This guy back in. Cool. All right, so it's all taken apart still. Everything's back together. Where's the end of it? There it is. I have the power ground cable over here. I'm gonna see what happens. Just plug back in. All right. Step back just in case. Well, there's no huge fireball yet. Let's go ahead and click the handle. What the fuck? I hit the trigger. That's what it does. That's a new one. I've always heard it. All right, well, let's cut some, let's try it out. It's not doing too good. All right, hold on. All right, so I took the tip off, and yes, I know it's all burnt up. That was when I first got it. But I can't get that out. If I'm betting you that is probably part of my problem. And this tip, I knew was bad. Well, not bad, but a little worn out. But all I was doing was cutting off axle brackets. Guessing that had an issue with it. Maybe I temped it and then just burnt it up. All right, well, let me get that out of there. So I have the rebuild kit, consumables. So I'll get that thrown back in there and we'll see what happens. I mean, everything else in there looks okay. You can definitely see a big difference in the new tip that has no dent and the old tip that has a massive dent. So I'm betting you that's got something to do with its cutting ability. Or how it was cutting, I should say. All right, all that back in there. And definitely make sure you put this guy back in there. It doesn't work without it. May not seem very big, but it's kind of a big deal. So that sits down in there first, that sits over, and this guy sits on top, like so. Focus. Or don't, whatever. Yeah, that tip is seen better days. All right, headphone warning, we're going hot. Hey, it works. Freehand, no good. I wonder if you guys get to see anything cool over here. So that was a no-look. There it is. That was a no-look thing. Oh yeah, much better lines when, yeah, because that's all it was doing before was just like a gouging. And then eventually it just popped. All right, well, there you have it. So we got it fixed. All I gotta do is make sure I get a new switch and grab a couple extra, it sounds like. So I'm happy. Let's get this thing working again. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Mullner Fab.